Do you know you can make your own ijebu garri at home? Like very dry ijebu garri. I'll be showing you steps on how to make a perfect dry ijebu garri, steps by steps without hassles. So sit back and watch. So you'll be needing fresh tubers of cassava. So once you get your cassava, you peel them, you remove the back of the cassava, and then you wash them. After washing them, then you cut them into sizes. You cut them into cube sizes and you blend in your electric blender. You can see how it looks after blending. I blended it off camera. So you blend with your electric blender until when it's well smooth, until well is smooth. My blender did not blend smoothly like this, so I'll show you what I did next. So you get a muslin bag or a cheese bag, and then you make sure that the cheese bag or the muslin bag is very clean. So you can see how it looks like. This is how a muslin bag looks like, or you get a cheese bag, and then you pour in the blended cassava into the cheese bag or the muslin bag. You pour everything in, and then you drain off the water from the blended cassava. You make sure that the water is off from the cassava because you don't need the water. That water is actually the starch in it. You can also use your hands to extract the water. Like you make sure that you press out the water because you need to have 70% semi-dry cassava or 50% semi-dry cassava. So after that, to extract more water from it, I put the muslin bag in a bowl, and then I put some an heavy object on it to extract more water. So this was after 3 to 4 days to ferment. I left it to ferment for 3 to 5 days, and also to extract any excess water in it. But here I noticed it was still a bit wet. You can see how sticky it looks. It was still a bit wet. So what I did was I used my hands to separate them, and then I took it outside to sun dry it. So now it's 90% dry. As you can see how dry it is. 90% dry, but it has lumps in it. So what I did was I got a sieve that has I got a sieve, and then I used it to make it smooth, to remove the lumps and make it smooth. So this is how it looks. So you don't need those lumps. You need it to be very, very smooth. As you can see, it's looking very, very smooth after sieving it. It's looking like garri already, but this is not cooked. You need to cook it. You need to stir fry it. So what I did was I got a deep fry pan. There's this local fry pan that is black in color but very light. You can use that. So this is actually equivalent to it because it's very, very light. So I used this to stir fry it. So I stir fried. I kept on stirring it. You use a wooden spoon to stir it so it doesn't burn. So I kept on stirring it, and mind you, it's going to stick to the pan, but you have to stir and stir so it doesn't stick to the pan. So the lumps you can see there is actually when it got stuck to the pan. So I kept on stirring and stirring. So now it's looking dry. It's looking dry because the color has changed. It's not looking very, very white like when after sieving it. Now it's looking very, very dry now. So if you want to achieve that very dry ijebu garri, you need to fry it for a very long time until when it's crispy. Is it crispy or crunchy? Like crispy in the mouth. Once you put some in your mouth, you can tell that it's very, very dry. You can see after frying it, this was what I did to remove the lumps that was created when frying it. I sieve it again to remove the lumps, or you can call it cocoa in Yoruba. You remove the cocoa or the lumps from it. So this cocoa or lumps, these lumps, you don't need to throw them away, or don't throw them away. You still need to blend them. You blend them in a dry with your dry mill, electric mill. You blend them until when it's now smooth. So this is it. So I'm going to blend this in my dry mill. I'll blend this again to get a smooth garri, and then I'll add it to the sifted garri that I have. And here you have your perfect ijebu garri. It's very very dry, very dry, without sand in it. Like, you're very very guaranteed that, okay, I have a garri that doesn't have sand in it. Like, this garri is very very clean, very dry, like your perfect ijebu garri. So you can see it's very easy to make your own garri at home without hassle. Like, in your comfort zone, you just make your garri, and then you make your own ijebu garri, and you're good to go. Like, there's no sand in it. You're very guaranteed that there's no sand in it. It's very very clean. It's made in a very conducive, clean environment. So this is how to make garri, ijebu garri, any kind of garri. This is how to make all kinds of garri. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get notification on when I upload new videos. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.